Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, I'm outside, a little change of scenery. It's kind of bright, so I have my sunglasses on, but today I'm going to be doing the Hunger Games tag. So let's get started with these questions. Number 1, what is your favorite book in the Hunger Games trilogy? I love them all, but if I had to pick, excuse me, bird, I'd have to say Mockingjay is my favorite book. I love that book. I just love how it wraps up the story and gives me everything I want to know about Peeta and Katniss. Perfect. Number 2, how long would you say you'd last in the Hunger Games? Oh, not long at all. I would try and hide maybe, and then just let everybody kill each other off, and then I would just survive somehow. But yeah, I don't think I would last long at all. What's the strangest thing you thought was going to happen in the books but didn't? This isn't really strange, but I felt that I thought that Peeta and Katniss would kind of be in a relationship a little bit before they actually do, and so that's not really strange, but just how I thought the books was gonna go. This bird is just not happy right now. Hopefully you can hear me. How were you introduced to the Hunger Games? This is a funny story. So I was an education major because I'm graduated now. I have my degree, but I was in my reading 2 class, and this is an education class, and my teacher wanted us to read books about social things and stuff like that, and she had the first Hunger Games, and I'd never read it, and all my classmates were like, oh, you need to read this book, and I was like, okay, well, I've heard it's good, and I was kind of curious about it, so I picked it. Before I was even done reading the first book, I had bought the second book. I bought the second book, then after I've not even halfway done with the second book, I bought the third book, and was just hooked, and love it. Love it. Number 5, favorite moment that happened in the Hunger Games. I'm just gonna go with when Katniss and Peeta both win the Hunger Games, because that's why the books continue. That's why President Snow does everything he does in the next 2 books. So I feel like if that didn't happen, the books would have just ended. So I think that's my favorite part. Number 6, who is your favorite character? Yeah, either Peeta or Katniss, because Katniss's personality is dedicated, and she wants to protect her family, and that's definitely my personality. And then I just love how Peeta is so sweet and caring for her. Those two together are just so freaking adorable. Team Peeta all the way. Number 7, what district would you live in? I'm not sure, really. I don't know if I'd want to live in the good capital, the good districts where you become a career so you can actually win the Hunger Games, or if I would be in District 12, because I think that's really where I would end up, is in District 12. But I want to say I'd be a career so I could actually survive, but I would be in District 12, I'm sure of it. I know, District 12. Oh no. Okay, number 8. What was the most emotional moment in the books for you? Okay, there's a few. When Rue died, that was so freaking sad, but then sweet at the same time, how Katniss, put the flowers around her. When Peeta attacks Katniss and he thinks she's basically evil is kind of sad, because she doesn't know what's going on. I'm reading the answers too, because a lot of these questions are so in-depth that I wrote them out so I didn't forget anything. And when Prim dies as well, because that's just really sad. Katniss whole reason in the book is basically to protect her sister, and she can't at that point, and it's just really sad, and I feel for her. Number 9, what item from home would you take into the arena with you as a token? This is a stupid token, but I think I would take a picture with my family members and then my cats, a big group picture of my family and my cats. Yep, that's what I would take. Number 10, what's the most evil plan someone made in the book? I think the most the evilest plan in my mind is when I'm reading Mockingjay and President Snow basically hijacks Peeta's memories of Katniss with like the tracker jacker venom and makes him think that, that Katniss is evil and she's the cause behind everything. Like, really? Come on, President Snow, try a different way. Number 11. What are you looking forward to most in the film? Like, the last one, since I've seen them all so far and we're just waiting on Mockingjay Part 2. I'm most excited to see how they're gonna evolve Katniss and Peeta's, like, romance and their relationship, and how they're gonna... I'm curious to see how in the movies they're gonna, like, re-tracker jack him so he can, like, have good memories of Katniss and stuff. So I think that's what I'm most looking forward to in the next movie. Who is your favorite villain in the trilogy? Okay, I've seen a lot of people say Effie, but in my opinion, I don't think Effie's a villain at all. I just think in her situation, she has to be this way. So my favorite villain is President Snow. I don't know why. I kind of get where he's coming from. Like, this little girl defines you, and like 2 people come out as victors in the Hunger Games, so you have to punish her basically. So I get where he's coming from, but yet still hate him. So I think President Snow is my favorite villain from this trilogy. But yeah, that is the end of the tag. I will leave the questions down below in the description, so if you want to do the tag, you can either answer them in the comments or make a video response and leave it in the comments below, because I love watching tag videos and I would love to see what you guys thought of the books and the movies. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I also make daily vlogs along with random videos, tag videos. I'm going to try and get into more things. So yeah, leave a comment below what other tag videos I should do. And again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you either in a vlog or another tag video. Again, thanks. Bye.